Hi there, this is Gary with Loyal Shops. Welcome to a introduction of Bridge, our new service for LuLaRoe retailers in order to basically sync their Bless websites with Facebook and email and deliver a lot more organic and personalized sales for you. So I'm really looking forward to showing you this new capability. That'll be a new service that you can subscribe to and show you all the great things that it's going to be able to do for you. All right, well, let's dive right in. Feel free to ask tons of questions in the comments below, and I'll jump on them as fast as I can and look forward to doing additional demos and webinars as we get further along. All right, so if you already are familiar with the uh, Loyal Shop services, what you're going to find is that we're going to add an extra menu called Bridge to this platform. And so if you've already got our services, you'll just see that this becomes an additional menu item that you can then subscribe to if you choose to. And the very first thing you got to do is there's a setup and there's also the Facebook sync section, which is the first menu, and that's what we're on right now. You can enable disable the whole bridge capability by choosing disabled. It's enabled by default. You need to, here is where you put in your bless personal part of your Bless site address. So we've already got the basic URL in there. So whatever is truly unique just to you is what you want to put in there. All right, I put one in as well. You hit next, and we're going to go check that site and make sure that it was typed correctly. If you made a typo or something like that, we'll let you know to correct it. And one of the first functionality, there's basically three main things that Bridge can do for you. One is take your Bless website and reproduce it into your business page in albums, basically one to one. Any albums you want to sync from Bless to your Facebook business page albums, you can do, and it'll do it completely automatically in the background once you've kicked it off. So now that we've done that first step here, I'm going to go and pick a page here, and this is a business page. I'm going to hit next, and now it's going to go check that page. And what it's done now is we have now a page albums, and it's waiting for me to hit begin syncing here. And what it's done is it's gone through and it's looked at the Bless site, and it sees all of the albums that are currently available on that site. So this on this site, there's a Jessie Dress and a Caroline and Irma and a classic album and a Perfect Tea album, etc. Go down through there to all of these. If you have albums that are made for self-checkout, if we see the word checkout in the album name, we'll actually unmark it by default. We'll deselect it. And so we're trying to be smart about that. If you decide there's for some reason there's like this testing one here, there's a album you do not wish to sync, or maybe you just want to start out and just sync a few, you can choose what albums that we will continue to sync. You can uncheck them all and just say I want to add two, for example, or you can select them all and then choose to unselect a couple. All right. So there we go. I'll probably do a couple more here. All right. So this has got a ton of albums that I've selected, and I'm ready to go. So this is going to, when I hit sync, it's going to take from the, not take from, but to make a copy of the LuLaRoe Bless site and bring that to, in this case, the LuLaRoe Misty Sasser Facebook business page. All right, so that gives you that idea here that it's going from here to here. So I'm going to hit begin sync, and we're going to get this little infinity symbol, animated infinity symbol that tells me now that I'm now running in the background. And the cool thing about this is it says album syncing is on and it will continue. You can safely close this page entirely and we'll continue syncing in the background until you come back to this page and turn it off. all right, by choosing disable or unselecting albums or something. So what you can see here is it's already gray checked the ones that you said you're not going to select. So this is the LuLaRoe Bless site. I'm not going to copy these, so I've gray X those. But the rest of these, it's got this little blue dot icons that show you progress that it's working. And so we won't stay here for all of this, but what's going to happen is it's now creating albums over on the Facebook side, and what's going to happen is it'll add all the album art first, album, and then it's going to start filling them with all the content from your Bless site over into Facebook. And what we do is we'll take your cover art and we'll make that the cover art in your Facebook album. We will take pricing, and we will take a description for the item, and we will add that as well as a link back to each individual album on a per item basis. I'll show you that here in just a bit. Um, a note on pricing. Now, what's super important to loyal shops is to understand the intent of LuLaRoe and making sure that we do a great job of supporting LuLaRoe's brand practices and making sure we do nothing to actually hurt them. So um, the LuLaRoe's Bless website allows for sales, but there is a definite intention to not bring sales prices over into more open areas, right? So perhaps that Google could scrape them. So what we do is we have map pricing built into Loyal Shops, so we actually know what the LuLaRoe map pricing is for every single style. And if we see that anything on your album is priced below map, we will drop the pricing for that item when we transfer it over to Facebook. So you'll only see pricing that is at map on your Facebook pages, your Facebook albums, all right, on a per product basis. So um, if we've also, if you were to put pricing directly into an album name, we remove that too. So we're trying to be as smart as we possibly can for you and keep you in P&P. So you can see here this cardigan album has actually been copied now. So we now have that over on our Facebook. All right, so as we see here, this Caroline's been copied. Also, the Classic T has now been copied. And what we can see here is that this, album is now here. You can actually see it on the wall. And here's that Classic T that's now been placed on the wall just 1 minute ago. So I can just jump in here and look directly at this album. And here we go. So there is all of these Carolines. There's the cover art, put there as first, which is directly off of the site. If I click on one of these Carolines, there's a beautiful one. And what you're going to see here is these Carolines are at map. It's $55. It's a Caroline extra small. We can see that off the site, and we put that into your description here. Click to shop. So here's an actual link directly back to the Caroline album. Everything that that bridge does is intended to socially bridge your LuLaRoe Bless website with how your customers know how to shop, which is on Facebook. So we're going to show them, and we're going to be able to notify them both organically and any other way you want to do it through Boost or otherwise. Show what's new in your Bless website and in Facebook and take them back so they can actually buy on the Bless website. So if I click here, I'll go right back to the Caroline album and I can buy this item. All right. And then here's a Caroline description. That's the basic gist of it from a Facebook point of view. Um, Another great thing about this is we will periodically, very softly, we will check the LuLaRoe Bless site, and if a customer actually buys this Caroline, for example, then we will notice that, and we will then remove it from Facebook. So within a small amount of time, We're going to keep up to date so that uh, if you sell things on your site, they're removed from Facebook. And then as you add new products to your Bless site, we will automatically, in the background, 7 days a week, 24 hours, put those items onto Facebook into your business page albums so that this just becomes self-running and can be managed by itself. Um, and you could just go in and make changes as you choose. All right, so I hope that makes sense and hope you love that possibility. All right, so what I'll do here is go here to albums, and as you can see here, these are all those album covers. Um, and so far, since we started this demo here, the Jessie dresses have dropped. The Linnaeus have dropped, the Irmas have dropped, the Perfect Tees, the Classic Tees, New Carolines 27, and it's still growing here. So we got quite a few more to go. Up, it looks like that one size leggings got 10 of them already dropped in there, and so it's just going to keep dropping. We'll drop back into Bridge, and as you can see here, it's just walking through step by step through the albums. And it'll keep loading them up, and once they're done, then it'll just keep monitoring, and as you add new products or you sell products, it'll adjust what's on Facebook. All right, I'll go to one of these Jessies. All right, so here's our Jessies. I'm going to click on one, and we can see here Jessie. This is a double extra small for $50. Click to shop, and I will actually click on this time, and bam, there we are, directly in our album. And I want to add that one, and I go shop. Simple as that. Time to check out. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? So from here, they look around, see something they love. Let's see here. All right, we'll pick this one right here. Click on the link, and add it to my bag. Simple as that. I'm shopping on my site. But I started out in Facebook where I'm used to shopping, and it bridges me. And eventually, perhaps they'll keep checking on the new site here. But this is always a place that you can organically notify people of new products and have them always being shown and reaching out to audiences from your business page, right? So you basically now can always have a presence. So if someone finds you on Facebook, you're going to have product that's fresh on Facebook that you didn't have to do yourself. Just keep up your Bless website. We take care of the rest inside of Facebook. I think it's really going to help drive your business and really kind of keep you as an open shop. You know, I always tell people, um, if Amazon was only open 1 day a week or open 3 days a week when you had your albums open, how well would they be doing versus being a 724 company? So with Bridge, you can be a lot more closer to that 724 company in your social network so that people always find you and see your stores open. It has all the freshest product. It removes stuff that's already sold so you don't have stuff laying around that can't be purchased. And I think that's going to really drive sales. Continuing to crank here with new products. Now that I have started this process, if I choose and I decide that for some reason I don't want to have one of these syncing anymore, or at least for a day or so I don't want to have it, I can click on this actual icon. It'll basically, switch it to this hide icon, and it will then go out to Facebook and it'll start removing all of the perfect tees out of Facebook. So you can choose from here if something's showing or not showing, and it'll remove it. It won't remove the album itself, but it'll remove all of the inventory inside of the album. All right. And we'll leave the cover art so that it still looks nice, but it'll just end up having that one picture left into it. Now I'm going to show you drip. All right, so we've already taken the first step. We have a platform that is set up from your Facebook Bless albums that you've been already updating yourself. We now have the ability to drop all of that content and monitor it and update it by removing stuff that's sold and adding any new content and putting those into albums on your business page. Then we have drip, and we're going to continue to add more functionality to all of this programs, including this one here. So I'm going to pick the same business page, and what this is going to allow me to do now is any business page I have access to, I'm going to be able to choose that I want to take two pictures from my newest inventory, whatever that's been dropped the most recently, and I'm going to be able to set it up so that I'm going to have two pieces, two actual images, pieces of inventory that are the freshest one, that every 3 hours I'm going to drop two of those into my wall of my business page. All right. And so I've got some flexibility here. Now, keep in mind that you still have a Facebook algorithm. So if you drop, if you really crank this, right? So I'm doing 5 items every, you know, 1 minute. I don't recommend doing this because you're not going to get enough people responding to things that quickly. And so that'll end up hurting your algorithm. So, you know, be cognizant of this. This is giving you some level of automation to be able to bring out some fresh scheduled dropping of the newest inventory. So if you add new inventory, this drip will prioritize the freshest inventory you just dropped and start getting that to start showing up on your news feed. But just because it's automatically showing up there doesn't mean you shouldn't jump onto that item and tag somebody because you really think that's the beautiful item for them, or write a little bit thing about it. You want to be able to bring in something that's, you don't want to take this kind of functionality of being this automated bot for you and just expect it to run your business for you. Keep that personal interaction as best as possible. This is just intended to take some of the load off of you and give you some level of capability that is either really difficult, too time consuming to do by yourself, and also in a way of being really intelligent about what's brand new and as soon as it happens. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't jump in, you shouldn't interact, you shouldn't tag people on these pictures. You really want to drive organic traffic into these images that are dropping, this inventory that's dropping onto your site. So anyways, you've got this flexibility, whatever, be it just one item, and then perhaps it's every 2 hours, or it's you just drop five at once, but it's once a day, whatever makes sense for your business. There's two options down below. One is continuously drip inventory, and the newest inventory is priority. So whenever it's time for the scheduled drip, whatever you've set that up for that schedule, we look at what the newest content that's been brought into Bridge from your LuLaRoe Bless website. And if there's something that's been new that's dropped since the last time we did a drip, we'll grab from that part of the inventory first to put onto your newsfeed. If we exhaust any new inventory since the last time we looked, then we'll just grab the latest inventory that isn't new, that perhaps is a bit older than that, but we haven't previously showed on drip, and we'll just continue through that. If you don't add stuff to your Bless website for quite a while, we'll just keep walking through all of your inventory that's on your Bless site to get through all of it until we get to the very end, and then we can start over again at the newest inventory. That was the basically the stuff that's been shown the longest away. So we'll go through your whole inventory and then go back and go through your whole inventory as time goes by, assuming you didn't put anything else on your site. But hopefully you'll continue to add content, and that if you're constantly adding content every few days, then this drip is going to keep grabbing that newest stuff and dropping it into your news feed. So balance that content, that capability of this new inventory, along with choosing the right schedule that gives you some fresh dropping that isn't requiring for you to manually do it, but it still allows you to get good organic response from your customers. All right, the second option here is we're going to just drop new inventory based on this schedule. And if you end up not having any new inventory, the next time the drip schedule comes up, the drip will just not happen. And then the next time the schedule comes up, it'll check again, no inventory, pause. And then finally you add a bunch of new inventory. The drip checks and says, yep, since the last time I ran drip, there's new inventory. And then I'm going to start dripping that out until I get through it. All right, so it'll take that snapshot in time, and then it'll work through that inventory it hasn't shown before. Next thing I want to show you is, I think, by far the coolest, which is personal shopper emails. All right, this is the entry page for personal shopping emails. The really amazing thing about personal shopping email is what we do is we either, if you've used our loyalty program with us currently and you use Auto Punch, we have seen through all the time that you've had loyalty and uh, Auto Punch running, we record the style and sizes that each individual customer that have bought from you. You see that in your history on a per customer basis. It's really helpful for pop-ups, or it's super helpful when you want to do a personal shopping for a customer. Um, or if you have a giveaway and you want to know what size they are, you can look in the history per customer. That's just a great thing in Loyal Shops loyalty. But now we can use that same auto punch history for the customer per customer, and we can send them a personal email that includes your latest inventory from your Bless website that fits them in their style and size that they've bought previously from you. And that can be a personalized email that comes to them every couple days. We think this is going to be a game changer. We're really, really excited about personal shopping emails. So you got to set it up. Um, and the first thing you do is there's a subject of the email that's going to come. And these emails are curated on a per customer basis. We're going to send, if you've got 500 customers, then we're going to send out 500 unique emails that's based on their specific style and sizes they've purchased. All right. Um, if you've got a customer that's never bought anything, then we just won't send a personal shopping email at this time. We're going to add a feature in the future here where you'll be able to go in for people who haven't bought from you and help pick the styles and sizes for them to start sending them these personal emails. The second thing is perhaps you don't use our loyalty. We understand it. We've got another opportunity. So you can, and what I recommend doing, probably the first thing you end up doing is you can update a CSV file from Bless of all of your orders you've previously had. You can grab 3-4 years worth. Um, and so you take that exported CSV of the orders you've got that show that Jane Doe has ordered Carly mediums and an Azure medium and a Maria large and a pair of OS leggings from you, all the things that person has done. You can actually go into Bless, and if you click here, it'll actually give you the help step-by-step instructions on how to go in Bless and export that CSV, and then you come back in here and you choose that CSV file here and you choose upload. And we're now going to seed all of those purchases and make the Loyal Shops system for you incredibly rich of knowing exactly what your customers have bought from you. And now when these personal emails ship out, we're going to know what styles and sizes they love and show them in an email curated just for them the products that fit them and they're ready to buy. And then just like we just showed you with the albums, they're all going to be clickable pictures in those emails, which will take you directly to your Bless site and they can buy those. And as we send out those emails, we're not going to send out 500 emails in 1 second, but as the day progresses or the 2 days or 3 days, as we build up those emails for your customers and send them out, we're checking before we hit send and we're showing you're going to send to your customers the latest inventory that they hadn't seen previously that fits them. At least, 3 in each style and size combination, basically, that will come in this email to them. All right. And then if you say 3 days or 5 days later, you're going to send them another email. Not only will we check and make sure what is the freshest new inventory that's on the site, we also know what we sent them in the previous email. And so we're going to send them the freshest inventory in the second email and the third and the fourth that hasn't been previously shown to them. And then once we exhaust all of your inventory, assuming you're not adding new, then we can show them some old inventory again. But otherwise, we'll always show in priority the freshest inventory and inventory we haven't shown them previously. All right. Hope that makes sense and hope you really like that. So this is the subject line that'll come with the email. Feel free to make any adjustments you want on that. Here is a, hello beautiful. Here's a look of additional selections and styles and sizes you've purchased before. When you see a piece that interests you, click on it and go to my shopping website where you can directly buy this choice, your choice, and many others. And then feel free to make any adjustments to that email that you like. You can choose how many pieces of inventory. There's 3 pieces of inventory per row in the email. So you can choose right now up to 30 different pieces of inventory in the email. And then you choose the frequency. Every 7 days, that's be probably a good one. So that every 7 days, they'll get a personalized curated email of the styles and sizes they've bought previously that are available in your store to buy. All right. And then this is a nice little thing here, which is add links to the latest 3 albums that have been updated or are new. And that'll drop 3 albums at the bottom that have had the latest changes or are brand new. All right. So that's it. Once you've done these selections, you're good. And now it's going to do is it'll start sending out those emails automatically. All right. I'd like to actually show you what a personal shopping email looks like. It's very similar to other emails we've got. You've got a Shop Now button, which you can set to go directly to your Blessed store. Your choice of logo that you want for your company. You can use the LuLaRoe logo or whatever one you have for your own personal company. It's whatever you've uploaded. And it shows personal shopping email. That's the default title for these emails. You can change it. And the content I showed you that you could modify as well. It's an introduction email to you. And then what you can see here is an example of what your customers are going to see, which is this is a list of 3 Amelias in double extra small because they've bought previously double extra small Amelias. And then 3 Carolines out of your selection, which is the newest Carolines that have uploaded to your site that they hadn't seen previously. There's some Gigi's, some Jessi's, some Jill's, some Joy's. At any time, they can click anywhere on the picture or on the link below that's the actual name of the styles, and it will take them directly to that album so they can make purchases. There's some Julia's. If there ends up being just one of an item that is available, then it'll actually show it to you in the full screen. And if it's only 2, it'll show you it a little bit larger than standard, or it'll show all 3. Um, and then, as I said before, you have a section where it's the latest 3 albums that have either had new products added to them or have been new albums that have been put in place. And so those can show up automatically at the bottom. As always, you can put in a signature. And then you have a link. Part of all of our emails is you can put a link directly to your group, so they can just click a quick join button and go directly, become part of your group without actually having to go into Facebook to do so. And that's just a nice feature we've got in all of our email capabilities. All right, so there you go. There's an example of a personal shopper email. I hope you like it. All right, it's been a few extra minutes, and we have our personal shopper email history is now getting filled up because we are cranking out personal shopper emails to customers. So we can see here, I think I'll just crank it up to 100 here so I get a longer list. And so it's showing a list of email addresses, and it's showing that this person's previously bought Irma, so it sent a set of probably 6 Irma larges to them. Um, and these people who bought more items here, they got a set of leggings OS, leggings TCs, and Shirley mediums. So they got that nice selection, which is stuff they've bought previously from us, and you just go from there. So that gives you the example of how this personal email is going to actually send out to people. And we've got all the albums copied, other than these 2 kids leggings. So that's cranking along really, really well. We can go to our albums here, and what we can see here is they are pretty darn well filled out. Looks like they're pretty much finished. Here's clicking on some Shirley's here. There we go. Bam. All right. And as we saw before, Shirley, these are mediums. There's the price because it's at MAP. There's the actual link to the albums and the descriptions for Shirley's. We'll click there and bam, we're in the Shirley albums. There's that Shirley we want, and we just added it to the bag and we're ready to buy it. All right. Our newest bridge feature is called Style and Size. And what Style and Size lets you do is quickly identify a particular style and size combination that you're interested in knowing who has bought this style and size from me. All right, and that's what this is all about. Since with Auto Punch, we can record the style and size and date and price of any purchases with our Auto Punch feature inside of our loyalty program. And also, you can, basically, even if you just have Bridge, you can export all of your sales with style and size included into Loyal Shops from your Bless account. We now have this ability to show you all of your customers' styles and sizes they bought from you with a quick snapshot. So for curation, this becomes a really, really helpful tool. Going to um, Facebook and to your page albums or your group albums and be able to say, you know what, I just dropped a whole bunch of, beautiful Carlys. Here's all those Carlys. I can jump to, this actually shows, I'll jump to 100 here. This shows all the Carly double extra smalls, and then now extra smalls. I can jump here to, there we go, now we got some extra small smalls up here into the XLs and the larges. If you just want to jump to one particular size only and show it to you, there's your 2XLs. So you got a bunch of 2XL Carlys, you jumped onto Facebook, and you just go from, pick some customers here, perhaps the ones that have purchased with you in the last, they're fresh customers you're going to start with and go, okay, this customer bought, 8 days ago, not necessarily Carly, but she bought something from me 8 days ago. So she's a fresh shopper of mine. So I'm going to go, oh yeah, Pat, she really likes blue, light blue items. And so I'll look through my Carly 2XLs that I just dropped that have blue in them, and I'll tag her. And then I'll go through a little bit more here, and the next person go, oh yeah, yeah, she likes really, florals and oranges and stuff like that. Much more of an autumn type of person, fall person. So I'm going to tag her on a couple of those items that I think she's really going to love. So this gives you a really great, fast way of knowing exactly who wants a particular style and size. And then be able to implement that and actually execute with that information just at your fingertips super, super quickly. Just pick another one and bam, you have that fresh information right at your hands. Just show me the largest. Okay, so that's style and size. The next feature I want to show you is going to come for Bridge customers is we're going to make a modification to the email your customers page. And I don't have that to show you yet. We're adding it probably tomorrow actually. But we've agreed to do it. We've already, it's easy for us to pull off here. So what we're going to do is with your normal email your shoppers list where you can email anybody, we have these all customers and your VIP and active and customers that earn gifts and purchase in your lists, customer or otherwise. And we're going to add one more now, which is style and size. And that's going to give you a drop down to pick any style and either all sizes of that style or a particular size like Carly medium. And now you can be able to do a whole email about Carly mediums and then send it just to those customers that have bought Carly mediums from you. We think that's going to be really powerful. Or you got some really beautiful all brand new lives of all styles and sizes. Go in here and come up with a really great email that's about lives of all styles, all sizes, and then just go in here and go style size, pick live all sizes, and you've got that targeted list as well. So between the style and size, being able to do a really quick understand who did it, and then also being able to actually target those customers with an email, I think we're going to be able to really kind of help you move your newest products and products that really, really want to move. So I think this is going to help. I really hope you enjoyed this tour of Bridge. Look forward to help drive your business for you. All right, it's been a few extra minutes, and we have our personal shopper email history is now getting filled up because we are cranking out